Thank you, Red Eye. I'm here with Doublelift.
Hey, what's up?
Big round of applause for you automatically. You're quite famous. Doublelift, let's talk a little bit about you. Everybody knows you left home at the age of 18. I guess you chose to kick yourself out, is that correct?
Yeah. Man, this conversation got really heavy really fast. But yeah, I just chose to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to make it really heavy really fast, but you chose to leave. You left at the age of 18 because your parents basically, to some extent, disapproved of your lifestyle at the time, right? How does it feel when you're 18 and you leave home and all you've got is a bike and a PC?
Scary. You know, like everyone is, up until you're 18, you're used to your parents just pampering you. Like, you know, you have a place to sleep, you have clothes, you have food. You just, you know, you feel safe. And then as soon as that's all gone, then you feel pretty scared. But, you know, it was pretty easy after that, honestly, just after the first couple of days.
After the first couple of days? Because a little birdie told me that your real-life skills were kind of quite low, and you actually, when you celebrated your first Christmas, you'd never celebrated before, you wanted to give everybody cash as presents.
Oh my God, dude, I hate Travis so much. So, yeah, I didn't have any real life skills. I didn't have any like experience with culture because I was pretty sheltered growing up. So, yeah, I was pretty bad at life. I mean, I didn't have any experience doing anything except for sitting at my computer and playing games.
I mean, what were the little things that you had to pick up?
Like, I didn't know how to like set up a bank account, and I didn't have a car or know how to drive either. So Travis just had to drive me everywhere to like set up a bank account, to like get clothes. Like I didn't know what size clothes I was because they're all hand-me-downs. And I just had to set up my life from like the ground up, like toiletries. Like I don't know where to buy toothpaste or like where anything is.
So in hindsight, your decision, would you consider it brave or stupid?
Pretty stupid. That was probably one of the dumbest decisions I ever made in my life, but it worked out.
I mean, you were 18 and clueless and left home. Do you think it was a life-changing decision for you in the sense that would you have become the same person that you are today had you been more diplomatic with your parents at the time and not left home?
No, totally. Like this experience that I've had in the last couple of years has changed me so much. Like if I didn't do this, I would still be really sheltered and dumb about everything, and I would never have the experience to, like, go out and like have fans and just be like a celebrity and just travel across the world, go to all these new places, meet all these people. I would still be really awkward. I'd still be really ugly and fat like I was 2 years ago. Just so much. Like I would just be doing the same thing that I've been doing for 18 years, except I would be 20 years old. I would just be playing video games, not caring about my appearance, not caring about like learning life. I would just be playing games.
So would you say it was the single best decision you've made in your life?
Yeah, definitely. Being a pro, just amazing. The best thing I've ever done.
And born out of stupidity.
Yeah, totally. The dumbest decision too.
Okay. You are famous. I've heard lots of story about your exploits. And let's not get into that. You make probably, I don't know, I would guess a couple of $100,000 a year out of pro gaming. Don't answer that. How do your parents feel about your lifestyle today?
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to them about it just like a month ago, and it was the first time in 2 years that I talked to them, actually. And they're just only happy that I'm making a lot of money and just being successful. They don't care that I'm traveling. They don't care that I'm better at life or, you know, I'm better looking. They just care the money, dude. That's, you know, that's how they grew up. That's the Chinese culture that we have, so I don't know, they're just happy for me, I guess, but only because of the monetary part.
So you're obviously a role model to lots of people. If you met an 18-year-old kid who's very good at video games, League of Legends, and is standing, you know, next to a dilemma, the same one you've had, would you recommend for that kid to leave home, or would you tell, hey, you should probably stay?
I get so many messages like that from kids who are like anywhere from like 15 to 20 who are just like, my parents hate my gaming. Like I saw your story, I saw your video, and I am like in the exact same situation. What should I do? And they're always either like, it doesn't even matter if you're challenger or you're like silver 2. Because I always tell them the same thing. It's like, no, don't do it. It's so hard and it's such a risk. You're going to gamble 2 like years of your life away on this dream that you have. and it just got harder and harder since I did it. And even when I did it, I got super lucky because I met Travis and I knew Hotshot Gigi and I got on CLG. So it was just like, you know, the stars aligned for me and I got really lucky. But I always tell people don't do what I did.
Okay. Let's switch gears a little bit. The best AD carry in North America, is that a statement or a compliment about you?
Both. It's a statement for sure. I think I'm the best. Not by much though. Like I'm not like undisputed, you know, godlike #1, but it's both. It's true and it's a compliment too.
You seem to be weighing your words very, very carefully when you talk about that. Is that because you got a lot of backlash from fans about that?
Oh yeah, everyone hates me because I talk shit. It's hard when you're at the top. Honestly, like I was at the top in season 2, and then season 3 happened, and I wasn't playing so good. But you know, towards the end of season 3, I thought I was playing really well, and I outperformed like most, if not all, the other ADs, especially like at All Stars. So I feel like I turn it on when I need to, but you know, nobody can stay the best forever. And sometimes I'll have my like months or weeks where, you know, I'm not playing so good.
What exactly makes you the best? What is it that you have that others don't?
I think other people, they didn't have to like fight to survive, you know? Like they didn't, like when I became a pro, it was all I had. And it still is all I have, because if I fail at being a pro and I'm not the best and I'm not the most successful, then I feel like I like left home for nothing, if that makes sense. So, I mean, other people, they have like, you know, friends and family support in the background, so they don't have to just always give it 100%. But, you know, I'm always giving it 100% because I know I have nothing. If my pro gaming thing is gone, I'll just be nobody.
So it's the drive, you'd say. What about skills? Like, is there anything you do better than others in game?
Yeah, like I've always had better mechanics than pretty much everyone I've ever played against. So I got that going for me. I think it's just like a gaming gene. Like I don't really have to work at that. People ask me like, oh, how do you practice your mechanics? How do you last hit so well? And it's just like, I don't know. Like I never know how to answer that question.
Weaknesses though, what kind of weaknesses do you have?
Arrogance. I'm not the smartest player, honestly. And I know that I'm not the smartest player, which is something that's hard for me to accept. But I mean, decision-making wise, I let my team do most of it, and I only put in my input when I'm 100% sure. After like 2 years of experience, though, I think I got a little bit smarter, but you know, there's still, everyone on my team is pretty much smarter than me.
Okay, dumbness seems to be a prevalent theme throughout this interview, I guess.
Wow, so mean, dude. What a troll.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Speaking of trolling, you're the best player in North America in your position. How much blame do you personally take for the lack of trophies in your team?
I don't think the majority of fans blame me for the lack of trophies, but I blame myself.
Yeah.
I blame myself for sure, because when I joined CLG, they were, you know, the rock stars of the world. Everyone knew their name. They won everything, never lost to anybody. Then I joined the team, and boom, we haven't got first in like 2 years. So, you know, I'm still waiting for a first place finish. And like I've gotten close so many times in my career, but it's always, you know, like inches away. I feel terrible about it, you know? Like anytime anybody brings it up, I just feel bad.
What's missing?
What's missing? I don't know. That's what we've been looking for.
There's a superstar on AD carry in CLG. What's missing?
We've been looking for what's missing for 2 years. I guess structure was what's missing, because, you know, like other regions like Europe and especially Korea, they have way better structure than we do. They have like a roster of like 7 or 8 people. And when you're up against 5 people who are just like hotheads, which CLG was, just 5 hotheads, really arrogant, it doesn't work out so well. So, you know, now that we have structure, I think we're on the way.
Okay. Has the thought ever crossed your mind that you might leave CLG at some point? Because how long can one wait for success?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm loyal too. You know, I'm not going to say that like I didn't get offers from like prominent teams and like international teams, but I never accepted, obviously. I'm still on CLG because, you know, I owe CLG everything. I was a nobody. I was like an ugly, awkward nerd with no money. And then now I'm on CLG and I'm a superstar. So I owe that to CLG, and, you know, I owe it to CLG to at least give them first place again.
You're quite arrogant here. You talk bravely about who you are and how you are the best. Let's talk a little bit about a prospective match against Fnatic and Reckless. You claim he's overrated. Tell us what we can expect from the AD carry duel in the perspective. Obviously, you have to, no disrespect to the team you're facing today, but if you play Fnatic, what can we expect from that matchup down the lane?
A stomp. That's what you can expect. A one-sided stomp. Like, me and Afro are really good, and like I said, I think Rekkles is kind of overrated. He is good. I'm not going to ever deny that he's good. I said that he was good like a year ago when I played against him, but I don't know. Yellowstar to me has always been kind of shaky, and they're a new dual lane, and I know that Fnatic hasn't been practicing as hard as they, as us, because, they have roster changes. They just placed top 4 at Worlds. If I was them, I'd be celebrating all day. So we are clearly much more practiced, and I'm really confident with me and Afro and how we've been performing.
Thank you very much, Doublelift.
Thanks.
Back to Red Eye.